crochet candy cane. We will now have this tutorial on how to crochet this candy cane. Please note there are no wires inside, so the bend in the candy cane is entirely from the crochet pattern. This time I'll be using red sport weight yarn, which is sheep's contorna, and 3mm hook. We'll start off with the white yarn, and then we will start off with the magic ring first. So for round 1, we will proceed to crochet. We will proceed to crochet single crochet 6 stitches in the first round. When finishing up the last single crochet, remember to close up the loop by pulling on the other starting yarn end, and then we will start working into round 2. To mark the start of the round, insert a stitch marker at the start of round 2, and then we will move on to round 2, which involves increase in white first, and then increase in red, and then increase in white. So we have done the first set of the increase in white, and then we will take a new set of red yarn, and then proceed to do an increase in red. So we will change to red, and then we will single crochet once in red, and then increase in red, and then we will change back to white and continue with the next increase in white. And continue round 2 with another increase, but this time we're doing white and then red in the same stitch. So you can see we are still working the same stitch, and I changed it to red yarn. And then we will continue the round 2 with an increase, this time first in red and then white in the same stitch, like so. Then we end off round 2 with an increase in white, so the first single crochet in white, and then the second in the same stitch in white. For round 3, only work into back loops only for this round. So we start round 3 with a single crochet 2 in back loops only in white. So I've done the first one, and then we move on to the second one, and then after that we continue with single crochet 2 in back loops only in red. Then we continue round 3 with single crochet 3 in back loops only in white. 1, 2, and then 3. And then the third single crochet in white, and then change to red yarn with single crochet 2 in back loops only. Finish off round 3 with single crochet 3 in back loops only in white. So you can see the entire round is worked in back loops only. For round 4, single crochet 2 in white first. This time we'll be working into both loops. So I've done the first stitch, and then we'll continue with single crochet another one in white, and then we will change to red, and then single crochet 2 in red, 1, and then after that, and then 2, and then continue to single crochet 3 in white. So we change back to to white again, and then we do 1 and then 2 and then the third one, and then we change back to red for single crochet of 2 stitches. And then we switch back to white yarn to finish off round 4 with single crochet 3 in white. You can see that the front loop only border is more obvious over here. So for rounds 5 to 8, for a total of 4 rounds, continue to repeat what was done in round 4, and you can see that this piece is completed until round 8 over here. There's a natural slant in of the red strip, of the red stripes, which is what we want, and then now we are moving on to the next round. Start round 9 with single crochet of 1 stitch completed here, and then an increase in white. So we do 1, 2, and then an increase in red. So we will change to red, and then we will proceed with single crochet 1 in red, and then an increase in red, the same stitch, and then single crochet 3 in white. Finish round 9 with single crochet of 1 in red here, like so, and then a decrease once in red. We're doing inside the front loops for the invisible decrease, and then we'll decrease once in white. And finally, we will finish off with a single crochet of 1 stitch in white. Start round 10 with single crochet of 2 stitches in white, and then followed by an increase in white. So here we're doing an increase in white, and then one more time, and then finally a increase in red. Finish round 10 with single crochet 3 in white first, like so. 1, 2, and then 3, and then continue with single crochet 1 in red, change to red, and then single crochet 1 in red, and then after that the decrease of 1 stitch in red, and end off the round with a decrease of 1 stitch in white. Start round 11 with single crochet 3 stitches in white, the second one, and then the third one, and then an increase in white once, so the first, and then the second, and then subsequently change to red for an increase of 1 set in red. So Now we will do the single crochet red. The junction of the color changes can be a bit tight, so one and then the second one, which is the increase. Finish round 11 with single crochet 2 in white over here, and then a decrease once in white. Yes, and then we will be working the decrease once in white, and then the decrease once in red. This is the part where we are actually crocheting the bend in the cane, in the candy cane. And then after the end of round 11 with single crochet of 1 stitch in white. Start round 12 with a decrease of 1 stitch in white, and then remember to place the stitch marker at the start of the round. Then continue with single crochet 3 stitches in white, 1, 2, and then 3. Then continue round 12 with an increase in red first, and then subsequently with an increase in white. Finish round 12 with a single crochet of 2 stitches in white, and then 1 in red. Now we are changing color to red, and then finally end off round 12 with a decrease of once in red over here. You can see that the bend is slowly forming here. Add stuffing to the candy cane. Then for rounds 13 to 31, for a total of 19 rounds, proceed to repeat round 12. As you can see here, is slowly bending. We are done here till round 31. You can see more of the bend forming. As you can see, adding more stuffing to help make the bend more obvious as well. As you work on lengthening the tube, remember to add more stuffing along the way. Now further along rounds 32 to 43, continue to repeat the same as round 12, and you can see even more obvious bend forming. And then I've added stuffing here as well. And then you can shape the curved part of the candy cane with the stuffing done, like so, so you get a nice C-shaped appearance. Now get ready to change to white for round 44. For round 44, start off with single crochet 4 in white, we'll replace the stitch marker at the start of the round first. Then we continue the round with single crochet 2 in red, 1, and then 2 in red, and then after that we will change back to single crochet 4 in white, like so over here. End of round 44 with single crochet of 2 stitches in red. For rounds 45 to 63, for a total of 19 rounds, proceed to repeat the same as round 44. You can see we are done until round 52 here, and the tube is lengthening. You can see the vertical straight part is extending downwards. Here we've extended down even further until round 63. So remember to add stuffing along the way. Get ready to switch to white yarn for round 64. Round 64 is work in back loops only. Work using the standard single crochet decrease for round 64 because you'll be working in back loops only. Start round 64 with a decrease of 2 stitches in the back loops only in white, and then a decrease of 1 in back loops only in red. So here we are using the standard single crochet decrease because doing the invisible decrease in the back loops only is quite difficult. So we have done, this is the second set of the decrease in white, and then we will change to the decrease once in red, all in back loops only. Finish round 64 with a decrease in the next 2 stitches in back loops only in white. Again, so this is the first set. And then the first set. And then the second set of decrease in white, in back loops only. And then we end off with the last decrease in back loops only in red. You can see the obvious front loop only border over here at the base. Cut off excess yarn that you do not need. Specifically for the red yarn, you can cut a shorter one, but for the white yarn, leave a longer trailing yarn to close up. Close up in front loops only using the white yarn only. Conceal excess red yarn. Then tie and cut off excess yarn and weave in the ends so that it's concealed inside the candy cane. You can see that the final candy cane is done over here. Use the stuffing to try and shake the bands because there's no wire inside. You can try making the candy cane using bright red or with maroon colors. They turn out looking quite different. Remember to check out all the other Christmas dessert pattern tutorials at pocketyarnings.com, including a peppermint candy tutorial as well.